Yo, what up, everybody? My bad, we trying to get this volume on. It was playing on the other phone. What's up, everybody, man? Thanks for tapping in. Another episode right here of Champion City, the podcast, man. You already know. Today we got a young guest with us, man. He's young, but he's lived a long life already and shit, man.
Oh yeah.
But we got my boy DotyAvee right here, man, straight out of Inglewood, California.
Yo, what it do?
Bunch-
Appreciate everybody tapping in.
Yeah, for sure, man. How you been, bro?
Man, I've been good, shit, just waiting for this placement program to be over, which should be in like, 2 months.
2 more months, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, yeah. We'll get to that too, man. But yeah, that's what you've been doing, huh? Kind of just been away from home for a little
Yeah,
bit and shit, right?
just laying low, writing new music.
You still writing for sure?
For sure. I write every day.
Oh, that's dope. Cause I know we be sending you some beats and stuff, and all that. So that's dope, dude. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Sorry about that. We missed something in the queue, so just got to make sure we take care of that. I always forget. We're not allowed, I guess, to cuss the first 3 minutes of the show. Otherwise, they ding you for stuff.
Yeah. Like for like the monetization and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, but I always end up cussing and shit. So and then yesterday's episode was pretty dope. I don't know if you saw it. We played a lot of music from different artists that are coming up and shoot, man.
Yeah, I saw part of it.
Yeah, and then yeah, that one, it was all copyrighted music too, so we don't get to monetize it. But it was fun, bro. I actually enjoyed that episode, and I appreciate everybody that submitted music. We're actually gonna be doing that more and more, dude. For sure, so that we can like keep giving exposure to artists, young artists like yourself, bro. I mean, you,
green.
huh?
It shows green.
Yeah, I would still go through the YouTube studio on the laptop. Actually, you know what? Talk to the camera for a little bit, dude. Talk to the camera for a little bit. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back.
What's to do with everybody here? Or did you
Tell
mute it?
everybody what's up, man.
Did you mute it?
Nah, you're
Oh.
not muted.
All right, yeah. What's up? My name, my boy Don. What's cracking with all y'all? Appreciate y'all coming on here though. On the real. What y'all got going on though? What y'all up to? You know, it's Dodie Ave though. It really is though. Dodie Ave to your children. My boy Caesar, what's the deal?
This one fades into black, dude, when you press it, like for ending.
Yeah, my boy Dopey, what's the deal?
All right, my bad.
Yo.
Yeah, and we got some shirt.
Dopey tapped in.
Oh shit, young dopey in the house.
Yup.
That's what's up, bro.
It's my boy right there.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
you. I love you.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Actually, with your music, you were fortunate enough to know Dopey, dude, right?
Hell yeah.
So it was kind of like
He was kind of mad at me at first because I didn't tell him. I
about.
didn't tell him that I kind of like fucked with music and stuff.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, cause I guess not a lot of people share that either, too, right?
It's kind of like just like a me thing, and like whoever like followed me and stuff. Like I'll just post it occasionally and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So like those who knew, like they knew I did, but like I never really like shared it with anybody.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
He didn't find out till like after like probably like at least like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I remember when we were here at the West Factory one time with Dopey, and he was like, "Hey, bro, what DotyAvee raps too and shit. That we should try and get you in the studio and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I had not heard you either and shit. And then when I started fucking with you, I was like, oh man, this was pretty dope too and shit. Got a lot of talent and shit. And you're young too, man. Which
So
is
it's gonna
dope,
draw
dude.
more attention from like the young crowd.
Yeah, yeah. And then you have a different sound too, right? Like I noticed the beats you like are a little bit different too.
Yeah, but I fuck with like all type of beats, like
Mm-hmm.
like from the beats we did on KO's and Dopey's album. Those are not beats that I normally use, but I like them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did my best on them.
Oh, that's dope, dude. Yeah, they came out dope for sure, man.
A little
They
louder.
think they're not. Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go. You were muted, bro.
What the
Damn,
fuck?
I'm over here trying to steal the show, bro. Man, you know, I was like, I only want people to hear me. Nah. I guess because I got a lot of buttons now that we got the phone plugged in. We got like the speakers, so so that we can play the music, the laptop. We got a whole lot of different shit. So I try and mute the other shit so that it doesn't play in the background and shit, you know. But yeah, I'm still new.
Shout out to Dopey though.
Oh,
love
yeah,
you.
for sure,
I love
man.
you. You know.
No, for sure. Shout out to Dopey, man. Thanks for tapping in, bro.
Shout
Haven't
out
seen
Dope
him for a
Girl.
minute and shit too, though. You know.
Yeah, I haven't seen him since like August of last year, maybe July.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
And
it's
it's
been a
dope
while.
because we got those shows coming up, bro, too, man.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be dope, headlining Dopey and shit, man. I think those are gonna be off the
What,
chain, bro.
Dopey
for
and
sure,
Yellow
man.
Hill.
Yeah, one of them is Dopey and Yellow Hill here in
And then-
Oxnard, and then we got Young Dopey and Knockout
And Utah,
out there
huh?
in Oregon.
Yeah. Oh, Oregon.
Yeah, Salem, Oregon. You should be out by then too, bro.
Yeah, I should.
You can hop on stage
for
and shit
sure.
too, man. For sure, we get you a slot, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of young artists that are tapping in right now too, bro. They're trying to showcase their music from Vegas, from Oregon, Humboldt County, the IE as well too, San Bernardino, all that stuff, dude. Like a lot of people tapping in, trying to hop on stage too and shit, man. So
Yeah, I'm
you know,
definitely looking forward though. Like,
yeah, it sucks
working
because
with
I
them.
wish we had more slots, bro. But you know, they only rent the venues for such a certain amount of time and shit. Otherwise, we try and get everybody on, bro.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, try and give everybody opportunities and stuff like that, man. You know. But definitely. So yeah, let's touch base a little bit, bro. So like, where'd you grow up, man?
Man, I grew up in Inglewood, California. You know, born and raised.
Oh, really? Like, whereabouts? Like on, like the Morningside side. and shit?
Morningside side, right
Yeah,
there, 104th and Doty Avenue.
Oh, damn! Right on the 4 block and shit.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know, when I was a young kid, I was raised in the 4 block too and shit, dude. You know, I still remember the apartment buildings at
Which
39,
ones?
3911 and shit. It was over there by Prairie though. And
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you
Mine's
know?
just more like in the middle
Yeah,
between Doty and Prairie.
You know, when I was growing up, one of the things I remember was coming out. There was always a bunch of gangsters hanging out. This was me when I was a little kid, bro, like 2nd grade, 3rd grade and shit, you know. And it would be all hit up everywhere, bro. Like all apartment buildings would be all tagged up and
Ghetto.
shit, you know. Yeah, like it's crazy.
All the
and shit.
alleyways and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was nutty for sure, man. You know. And then that's what you see. I remember like going down to the apartment building. There were like 41, 45 units in this apartment building, right? And I would go and throw out the trash because I was like the oldest.
Wait, are you talking about the blue ones?
They were white when I lived there, and they had like a gate was like next to some church and shit.
And then it
you know?
goes up, like it's right next to the church, right?
Yeah, right next to the
yeah.
church.
I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah, they're blue now.
That's where I grew. Oh, they're blue now.
With the pool in the middle.
Yeah, I got the pool in the
Yeah.
back and shit. I don't know if it changed it, but it was in the back. And it's a trip because when I used to go down to like throw out the trash, there'll be fools taking fades right there, dude. And that's when I was young, you know. So there'll be fools getting jumped and
Yeah.
taking fades, and
I
it
can
was like this
definitely see
big
that.
dark parking lot and
Yeah.
shit, dude. You know.
Especially in the church too, because before, like, I don't know if it was there too when
Mhm.
like your time, but like they would break off the bars so you could sneak in and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and like everybody would
Yeah,
like
yeah.
kick it right
we
there.
used to play soccer right there and shit
Yeah.
on the little field and shit that they had in the front, and then we would sneak to the back and play hockey and shit with like on rollerblades and shit.
Yeah.
But this is when I was young, dude. You know, so
Yeah, and then before they used to always do like a little carnival there. I don't know if you remember.
No, I don't remember the carnival.
Like for like a couple years they were
Yeah.
doing it consecutively, but
Yeah,
then they
this was like
stopped.
early '90s and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was living right there and shit, bro. You know, that's one of the stories. Then I got evicted and shit. You know,
Man.
shit happens though, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, like going back to you, bro. So, all right, you growing up in Inglewood and all that, and then how'd you get introduced to like the streets, bro? Like at what age were you already kind of like, oh man, like you know, I want to be out here and shit, you know?
It was like I was like what, like 13, maybe 14. 14, like
sure.
14, around 14, yeah. It all kind of started with my brothers at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, like, I don't know, like, I didn't like the vibe they gave me, like, around being around their homies and stuff. So, like, around that time, the homie TG, shout out to the homie TG, free TG. I started coming around him. So, like, you know, we'll be around, like, the hood right there and stuff. He introduced me to Dopey, everybody, like, all the older homies and stuff, you know, telling them I wanted to get put on and stuff, you know?
Oh, all right, yeah.
But,
Damn.
yeah.
That was when you were younger then, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you're very young right now and shit, bro. You
Yeah.
know. And then kind of like what drew you to that? Just the camaraderie and shit like that, or?
I mean, like, I don't know. I was always around it because, you know, like, all my brothers are older than me. I'm the youngest one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, like I was always around it, but like I never really got too close to it like I did like when I was like 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what's up, dude. That's crazy and shit, man. You know, and it's crazy because you grew up around the environment, basically. Then, so you
Yeah.
had like, and I don't want to say you had no choice because people always have choices
Yeah,
and shit.
it's always a choice.
But it's like the vibe and shit, huh?
Yeah.
Right. You know. And I always tell everybody like the streets has the like this vibe. I remember being young and the streets have like this vibe, bro. Like it's addictive and shit, right? You know.
You know, like every
Like,
time you're out, it just gets your like adrenaline going.
like the fast life. Oh shit, Gangsta Wish, what up, man?
Oh, my boy Wish.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. Nah, and then TG raps too, right?
He was,
Mm-hmm.
but like he
trying to
stopped. Yeah.
Oh, he did.
He didn't really like it.
Oh
Like,
man,
it was,
yeah.
Like it was really just some like jail stuff. Like you know,
Okay.
that's how I first came across it too. Was jail, but then like I didn't really like start getting into it till like probably after I got out of jail that time.
All right. Yeah, because it's kind of like to pass the time and shit like that, or what?
Yeah, definitely.
You've
You know,
always
'cause
been
like you like spend most of your time writing in your cell, like you know,
Mm-hmm.
after you like go down, 'cause you go down like around like 7:30, 8 p.m.
Oh man. Yeah, and obviously you saying you've been locked up. So like, how many times you been locked up in total, bro, in like such a young age and shit?
Man, I say like three.
So you've
Three
done,
counting like just juvenile hall.
Oh yeah, so you've been on a camp program and
No,
shit.
I've never been to a camp program.
So you've done just juvenile hall and shit.
And placement.
And
pretty much it,
placement?
yeah.
And what was like the first time you went to placement, dude?
Well,
Like what age and shit?
this was
I mean,
my first
to
time.
juvie and shit.
Oh, my first time. I was 15 already. Yeah, I was 15. So I went to Central East Lake Juvenile Hall.
Yeah. What was kind of like your experience of landing there, bro? I mean, obviously you're already in the streets and shit, right?
Yeah.
So you already know people fighting. It's like a dog eat dog world type shit environment, right?
You know, they walk you in through the front door. They check you in, like they do all your paperwork, and then after that they send. At that time it was already COVID, so they had this how do you call it? Like before you like go to a unit, you have to like be checked to like make sure you don't have COVID
Like
or anything.
they nose poking.
Yeah,
and shit?
all that stuff. Yeah, so like right
I
there.
told my daughters it's a brain poke, dude.
Man,
So
I
don't
would
get
sneeze.
sick, cause you can get a brain
I
poke
would,
and shit.
I would sneeze like a motherfucker.
I bet, dude.
But yeah, right there. That's basically like the intake unit too. So like that's where you weigh and then like you see what unit you're going to. So I was there for like 3 days and my test came out negative. So they're like, oh, okay, you're gonna go to this unit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And then what's your impression, bro? Like, I mean, I bet being young, you probably roll up like being like all dope and hard, no?
Yeah.
Right? Like kind of, and then so what was your impression as you walk in and you start seeing like everybody else type shit, you know?
Like, I don't know. It wasn't really anything because like everybody was like behind doors. So like you'll just see you go up to people's like doors, you know, bang on them or whatever. They bang on you. But like I wasn't really fazed by it. I was like, you know, and then
it was like whatever. And
yeah,
shit,
it was like whatever.
All right, yeah.
And then that's when I went to my unit, and then like you know, there's these people called KPs, which they clean up after everybody goes down and stuff. So like they get special privileges, like they get more time on the phone after like they're done cleaning and stuff.
Yeah.
So then when I got sent to my unit, so you know, one of them come up to my door. They're like, "Where you from?" And he happens to be an enemy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you got like 7 fades in the morning." So that's pretty much how it goes every time.
Oh, because they already know who don't like you type shit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
And especially like being, you know, from my neighborhood. You know?
And you're like, I'm gonna run them back to back.
Yeah,
Where they at? Nah, I bet, bro. Because I know when I first met you, you were like active, bro. Like, I mean, and your haircut was different, bro. No, you was rocking the curls and shit, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not clowning because everybody got
it was
style,
more like
homie,
it was more like a like strategic move because like you know
Yeah.
they're not gonna go for somebody who has curly hair or like that.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go for
Just
somebody
being
who's
low
bald.
profile and shit.
Yeah, like basically keep a low profile.
There's not a lot of bald people out there no more, too, huh?
Nah, not
It's like an
really.
old school thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like growing up, like people were bald, but it was people were going into fades, like getting fades and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So basically, yeah, that morning I had court, and then after my court, I was mad because you know I didn't go home, so I was like, you know, like all right, line them up, like you know. But after like the first 3 fades, staff came in. He's like, oh yeah, you're done. You're going back to your room. You'll come back maybe later. But like, nah, I was banging on my door. I was like basically telling them to let me out, but they wouldn't let me out because they knew like, you know, I was just gonna keep on running fades.
Oh yeah. So they were trying to like keep you on lockdown in a way,
Basically,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So then when you like, what's like the shittiest thing, bro, that you hate about being up in Juvie that one time, bro?
You didn't really get as much phone calls.
And
Like,
you like
get like
being
a
on the phone and
30-minute
shit?
phone call. Yeah, hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you
It passes the time.
like to friends or girlfriends?
Yeah,
Or?
all of that family. I always call family first.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
dope and shit.
But like around that time, I did have a girl, so like I'll call my family probably for like 10 minutes. Use the other 20 minutes to like contact my girl and stuff.
All right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a clown a little bit, but were you one of them cats like you hang up first? No, you hang up first type shit, cause you can't be doing that shit on the time limit, though. Huh? You know?
Nah, not really.
It'd be like you hang up first, and then
I'll
be
just,
like you
like-
hang up, and then it'd be like click.
Nah,
Shit, right?
we'll just like we'll just say our goodbyes and I'll just hang up.
Oh, all right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The different time, bro, for sure. You know.
Yeah.
And let me read a thing from Young Dopey, dude, cause he right here. He's like at Smurf. Ever since I came back from AZ, my son got sick, my mother got sick. Then it hit me because I took care of them. So it's nothing personal on me. Also, trying to stay on top of business. Oh, not for sure, bro. Oh, cause I'm a how do I say it? I always text them like, "What up, D? What up, bro? What's poppin'?" You know, like always trying to do some type of business move or something. You know, like, and people hate that shit about me, bro, cause they be like, "Damn, this homie don't call like how you doing or what's that?" It's
You're more
always
like on
like,
a business
yeah,
tip.
yeah, let's do something or something, you know.
Yeah.
But when he don't hit me back up, I always be like, "What up, Dopey? Like, what's going on?" You know, like and I always be like, "You know, I'm needy, homie. You know, I need that love and shit. You know."
Yeah,
So that's why he's
Dopey
probably
just made a reference to one of our. Well, actually, the first song me, him, and Buck made. He was like, "I was squabbling up, catching fades." Yeah, that shit. That song should be coming out either like this month or next month. I think.
Oh yeah, that's another one that you got.
Yeah, I think he's dropping it on his next album.
Oh, that's the the game related one. I think I don't know if he's still calling it game related, but yeah,
but
a lot of music coming out right now, bro.
Yeah, I got a lot of music too. It's just it's all written, it's not recorded.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the studio.
And then
soon,
I have
dude.
some songs from Juvenile Hall too, but like like in the background you can hear like all like people screaming and stuff, like like so like it didn't
that even sound more hardcore though.
Yeah,
no?
it does. Yeah.
As long as
like,
as they're not screaming, "No, mama, no," you know.
Nah, yeah, it's like two of them I'm gonna redo because like it was just like straight chaotic that day because I had the two.
Let me hear those actually, bro. I would like to hear those.
I got you.
Not right now, but you know, like maybe one at the end.
And then like I did do some love songs too for like
Oh man, you know what? Every artist I work with, dude, like Roto G, KO, like I always be telling like, dang, you gotta do something for the ladies and shit, bro. You know. And KO did a few of them actually too, you know.
Yeah,
with
that little album.
He had like the little small
I definitely
project.
checked those out. They were hard.
Yeah, they're dope, right? You know, it's like a gangster
it's
love
a different
trip
thing.
and
Yeah,
shit.
it is. It's a different type of flow. You know, you can't always be stuck on the same thing forever. Like
you gotta diversify.
You gotta switch it up, like,
Yeah, definitely. Especially, I've been looking at some different type of hip hop right now because Knockout's gonna perform on 5/17 at Oxnard and shoot. You know, y'all should check it out. It's Section 8. I think that's what the album is called, Section 8. So it's like a launch party. He's gonna perform live, and I'm checking out the artists that are gonna go there. And it's hip hop, but it's like a little bit different style of hip hop and shit, which is pretty dope, dude. You know?
Yeah.
So like going
screaming, take it down. Hell yeah! Like it would probably be like already like 8, and I'm still making music, and they'll be like, all right, they'll call me by my last name because they call you by your last names over there. They'll call me by my last name, and I'll be like, hold on, like I'm still recording, and like I'll get mad because like they're like messing up like what I'm doing. So I'd have to like record it again, like record that like bar again.
You over there telling staff, you actually making it take longer, bro.
Yeah, like just shut up and let me do my thing, and then I'll take it down. Like, relax.
Hey, that's funny. I don't want to say, but they probably smack you up too, the staff, or they don't play like that and shit. No?
Well, it depends. Like how much like we like mess with each other. Like there was like a staff I would play like would like kind of like squabble a little bit, but like in the room, so like they won't get in trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the trip. Because I know if I was stuck with a lot of badass kids and shit, bro, I'd be whooping ass and shit, you know?
Nah, it was a few times where they had to, like, slam
that's
us
that
down.
Daddy me, though, and shit, though, you know?
It was a couple of times they had to, like, slam us down, like, pepper spray us because, like, we were just being crazy.
Oh, yeah? So you been pepper sprayed and shit? You don't want to get pepper sprayed again, huh? Once you been pepper sprayed once and shit?
I already been pepper sprayed a couple times, so it doesn't really burn as much as the first time.
Oh, really? Well, because your body gets used to certain things.
Yeah,
and
but
shit,
like when you shower after getting pepper sprayed, like it's the worst feeling ever.
Yeah,
It's
shower
just
with
hot.
cold water and shit.
And then like it was this one time I got pepper sprayed, which is the time that I was just talking about right now. Like we were just being crazy. We got slammed, pepper sprayed, everything. The water like before, like the week before, it was cold as hell. And then that week it was just hot. Like it was probably like at least like at 100 degrees.
Oh,
So
shit.
like it burned even worse.
Yeah, it does.
Like
and
yeah,
shit,
there
'cause it
everybody
all-
was telling me because I was like one of the few who only got sprayed, and everybody was telling me like don't shower, just like shower tomorrow, it's gonna burn. I was like nah, like I can't be stinky, like that's not it. I don't like that. So I
Mm.
took a shower, and like I couldn't even like put soap on me. Like as soon as I touched the water, I was just burning,
It's
and
burning,
I took
right?
like
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
like probably like 40 minutes taking a shower.
You're like going in and out, going in and
Yeah.
out and shit. Yeah, no, that's a trip, bro. Like, yeah, I've been pepper sprayed once, and I think the worst part was not the burning part, because I could phase it out, but the choking and shit.
Yeah, like
Right? You know, like
when
it's
it,
like,
especially
man.
when it gets into your like nose, like you
Mhm.
smell the pepper spray, like you just want to
Yeah,
sneeze,
yeah.
and then it
Sometimes you
just
barf
hurts.
and shit too, bro.
Yeah,
some
I've seen
people be
somebody barf.
barfing and
Yeah, I've
shit.
seen
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
barf.
Yeah, that's a trip. So don't get pepper sprayed, y'all. You know, when they see the pepper spray, just stop what you're doing and shit.
Yeah.
Nah. So that's dope that you've been writing music. I know you hit me up and asked me for beats. I've been shooting you some beats and shit, bro. So I can't wait till we get in and really get into that studio.
Yeah,
and
I also
shit,
got
you know?
some other beats too from this other like he makes beats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool
yeah, and
too.
then probably more like the style that you're
Yeah,
looking
like,
for and shit,
yeah.
dude.
Nah, it's actually a different style.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you know West Beats. Like he's been to
No,
the
I
studio with
haven't.
me and Dopey before.
No, I haven't. and
Yeah.
shit.
But like he works more with like G Baby and YC.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have YC. I always say YCZ, but it's
Yeah.
YCs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it's YCZ. Yeah, it has a
YCZ?
Y at the
All
end.
right, yeah. Yeah, he's gonna be on. I believe next Saturday, bro. He's gonna come on and shit. So that's dope, you know.
I'm definitely gonna tap in. That's my boy right there.
Yeah. Young Dopey
It's
said,
it's a
Smurf,
T-dub thing.
I'm gonna send you the song me and Doty did so you can sneak peek it. Don't give it to anybody, not even Jesus Christ. Oh yeah, man, we're gonna get a sneak peek. That's dope. Yeah, text it, bro. We'll put that shit on. You know, a little 5 seconds of it. You know,
Using your crew neck as pants, man, so many times.
the way.
Nah, it's a juvenile hall thing. It's cause like they'll give us these sweaters
Mhm.
and like it'll be cold as hell in them rooms sometimes. So like it's either like if you were juiced up, you had sweats, but if you weren't, you would sleep in your underwear.
Mm-hmm.
So like you would have to take your sweater off and use it as pants.
Cause it'll be
Sleep.
so cold and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That sucks. Huh? They should be treating the kids a little better and shit, dude. You know.
I mean, hey, nobody like sent them to juvenile hall. You know,
That's true,
They made
dude.
their own choice.
That's
Shit,
true.
You wanna do the crime, then shit, you better do the time.
Yeah, that's funny. I've never heard somebody young say that though. You
Yeah,
know,
man.
I've always heard it from parents and shit. You know, but not. So getting back to you, bro. You back at. That's your first time in Juvie. You get out and then kind of you're back in the streets running amok. Are you doing music already at this point at 15, 16?
Nah, it was the next year. After that, after the first time I got released, it was the next year.
So when you hit 16, basically.
Yeah.
And then the music come from being inspired again from being at going back to Juvie, and then because I've always heard stories like Wish has told me, Villain has told me like about like bumping pencils. People be bumping like beats with pencils right there, and then kind of being on it and shit.
Yeah.
Is that kind of how you picked it up too? Or?
I mean, that is because the first time there was people making music, but it was only like 2 people, so like I wasn't really like paying attention. Like I was just more like, you know, like fighting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really care. But then the second time, like at least like half the unit was like making music. Like it was like
it was more people now and shit.
yeah, it'll be like at 7 when they will come, and then like probably like half of the unit will be in the hallway just watching people make music and stuff.
Oh,
So I'm like, you know, that's dope. So then I started writing and stuff.
Oh, that's what's up. So at
Yeah.
16, you're in music. What was inspiring you to do music, bro? Like, what kind of artist at this point were you bumping and shit?
Wait, can you say that again?
Like, what artists were you bumping that were inspiring you at this point? Like, kind of like getting your style from, or like
Definitely has to be one of them. Top one, definitely right now. Sucker Free 104. Rest in peace. Too.
Oh, really? That's who
yeah,
you're
I
bumping?
fucked with his music a lot.
Yeah, he had a dope style and shit, bro, for
yeah.
sure. You know, I did like that last song he made too and shit, bro.
Which
I think
one?
that was a dope ass song. Si me matan a balazos and
Man.
shit. That shit go
Yeah.
hard, huh?
It was going viral, and then you know,
Yeah. Nah, it's just a
it
dope
sucks
ass
that
song.
shit happened to him.
Yeah, he had a couple of dope ass songs for sure, bro. You know.
Yeah.
But then and what about when you were doing music though at 16? Like when you first started, that was your inspiration in music, or?
Yeah, him. Dopey too. I liked all of his music. Like I like all of his music. Like his music's the shit.
Yeah. What about like other type of artists and different genres of music and stuff too? Like, is that all you were bumping, kind of, or?
Like I don't know. My music genre, I got it all from like hip hop, but like definitely from like other states, like Hot Boy from Florida, people from Texas, like you know, like I'll just like analyze what they'll say and like how they say it and like, you know, how their flow goes, like, you know.
Oh, okay.
And like
yeah.
I kind of like put it all into mine, like, you know, but
Oh,
like
that's-
still keep like the Cali, like
your
Cali vibe.
Cali swag to that. You
Yeah.
add your own little touch to it. Yeah, because a lot of dope music came out of Houston too and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
You know,
they
for
got
a
a lot of
while and
music.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of like, and Mike Jones wasn't like the best, but like of that
Yeah, he has
Chop
good
and
music
Screw
too.
and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
he has
Like
good
that
music.
for Slim Thug, right? Like they had like some bangers, I think, dude. You know, when I was
Yeah.
growing up and shit, man. You know.
Yeah.
And then what
I
about?
like Kendrick Lamar's though. His music's pretty cool too though.
Yeah, it is. I feel like he does a lot of experimental stuff too, bro.
Hell
That's
yeah.
pretty dope. Have
And
you
then the
seen?
way how he's also like bringing in new talent, like on his last album,
Uh-huh.
the GNX album, like
That was dope, right?
all types of young people from different sides everywhere.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Yeah, and you know a lot of people clown the lefty gunplay thing, but hey, bro, that shit. That's the number one thing I remember from that album. Scary, spooky, hilarious. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, everybody's still hooked onto it, like,
right?
like the staff that be taking us to school, like she always plays that song, and then she like crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Right?
So like
yeah.
she gets the vibe going in the van when she's transporting us to school and stuff.
Oh, all right,
Yeah.
yeah. That shit gets you pumped up for sure.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but definitely, yeah, that's one thing that it stuck from the album, and they had dope ass verses. But do you know that song? The core sound is the Superman beat.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you know how it goes dun 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 dun. Dun. That's actually the Superman song. If you,
Like the beginning of the like second part of the song.
and then he just remixed it. The DJ Mustard just done, and then remixed it and added the mustard and with the bass line and shit.
Yeah.
I seen it on TikTok. Some kid, I think some 15, 16-year-old kid remade it, bro. And he had the song from Superman playing the theme song and shit, you know?
Yeah.
So I thought
I didn't know
was,
that though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, and it just lets you know, like for beat makers out there, like, dude, that was a Superman song that everybody's heard for like generations.
Years.
You know, and somebody actually took a clip of that and made it into a dope ass beat, bro. Because that's a dope ass beat to
Just
me.
like just like when Kendrick and like Drake were going at it. I
Mhm.
don't know if you heard the song like that. Like they made the beat out of a whole different like other songs. Like they took something off of Easy E's, like all types of stuff.
Oh sure,
Like,
yeah,
that shit's
yeah.
crazy. Like the way like you know like producers think and then like they just put it all together. Like that shit amazes me.
Oh, that's what's up. And you know what? We're gonna, hey, producer, can you put the phone line on there? We're actually gonna try having the phone connected. You know, because we're always trying to try something new. It worked earlier, so we're gonna put it on. He's gonna put the number on the chat in case y'all want to have some questions. But I mean, he's not gonna answer right now. It'll be like when we have the Q&A section down the road a little bit, you know, a little later in the episode.
Yes.
But if y'all got any questions for DotyAvee, we just want to hop on and maybe, you know, speak your mind, say F Smurf, F Doty, whatever. You know,
Nah, but yeah,
if that's all you want to
scrolling up
do,
to the
you know, give us a
comments.
call.
Yeah.
It's just gonna help us test these equipments and shit, bro.
For
You know,
sure, yeah.
so that we can lock it in and tune it in and shit, man.
Yeah,
You know, and get
but
better
yeah.
and better, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna answer this question though.
Yeah, what's up?
He said, "How was it running into enemies you've never heard of, like East Side or Valley, Long Beach, etc.?" Man, like I remember it was this one hood called Little Hill. Like it's over there in the SGV. So I'm like, you know, like how do we beef with them? Like that's kind of far from us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, so many hoods that I've ran into that we beef with. And I'm just like, I never really asked questions. I'm like, oh, we beef it. Okay, we're gonna fight. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I
So
don't care.
it was
I'll
just
ask
like
questions
whatever.
after,
Yeah. All right.
But like it wasn't like
You
like
weren't
that
turning
with
it
like
down and shit.
nah, no, not that. Like how you say it, like you know, like I don't know, like I don't really know them, but like you know they're enemies. Then we're gonna fight, and then like we could chop it up, like because I actually like want to know like how we beef it and stuff, like how we beef it with all these hoods.
Oh, all right. Like the
Yeah.
history of it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a trip, man. What? I know you're young too. What's WSG?
Was good.
What's good? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. My bad. You guys know I'm old, right? So I don't really
He's a
know.
grandpa already.
I'm gonna be a grandpa soon though.
He's
Not
unk
too
status.
soon. Not too. I'm what?
Unk status.
What's unk status?
It's like you're an uncle.
Oh man, I'm not. I am an uncle though, so that sucks and shit. But no.
Cause you know, like I don't know, like it's been like a trend recently. Like it's like different categories of like the people now. Like it's like young people, they're YNs.
I seen that somewhere.
and then
dude.
like probably like people who are like 25 and over. They're like unks already or whatever. And like,
can I just be a YM, like a young Mexican, and be self-proclaimed like YM?
you could be whatever you want to be.
I'm gonna start. Oh, I like that. I like that, dude. You believe in me, dude?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. We just clowning around, y'all. You know. Nah, but definitely going back into your story right here, bro. Like, how do you So you're doing music. You're obviously not professionally. You're just flowing on beats and shoot and all that.
Just practicing.
And how do you start enjoying it more, bro? Like, what's the next step for you? Like, kind of like
Going to a studio.
like right off the bag and shit at 16.
Going to a studio, like the first time I went to a studio with Dopey and stuff. Like, I just like the vibe, and like, I don't really know how to explain it, but like, I just know I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like just, put all like my thoughts and everything into a music on a beat, and then just put it all together.
And how'd you learn to format like a song, bro? Like, did you just go like on the beat and flow through it, or did somebody?
At first, like, I wouldn't write hooks, none of that. I'll just write bars, boom, start to finish. But then like I learned how to make like hooks, all that stuff. So like.
Yeah. So did you learn it like somebody taught you though, or did you just kind of like see what other people were doing and were like, oh, I'm gonna try this shit?
Yeah, I would like observe every time I'd go to the studio with Dopey.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, definitely. What up, YCZ, man? Thanks for tapping in, bro, man. Hey, Dope Girl's active in the chat too, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. SI West Best, what's up, man? Jerry's Kids, what's popping, bro? Eva Diaz, thanks for tapping in. Log Haven Zone, you already know, man. Lisa, thanks for coming by. YG 1800, woo, let's do it. Chronicles, that's what's up, man. You got you got a little fan base right here, man. I don't want to say fan base, but a supporter base right here, bro. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
I fuck with all of them. I appreciate all of y'all.
Yeah. Thanks for tapping in, everybody, man.
Matt, tell it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. If you got any questions, man, make sure you drop it on the chat. The homie's gonna put the phone number on there if y'all want to give it a call, try it out and shit, man.
The little homie looks like he knows what he want to do. Don't let nobody put you down, for sure.
Yeah, that's what's up. And you come from a place, bro, like in the streets, like a lot of people put you down, right? Or they count you out automatically. So that's one thing.
Every time they like see like people like us, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, he's not gonna make it out. He's just gonna be in jail or dead.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of what I thrive off. I like to like upset people. Like
that's what's up. Prove them wrong and shit.
That's what I like to do.
You consider like yourself like an underdog?
Like my mom, kind of, yeah. But like my mom, like she would always like, oh, like the way you're going, you're not gonna do anything. Be a fuck up. But like now, like I'm proving to her, like like I'm gonna do something with my life too.
Yeah. I used to have teachers tell me that shit.
Yeah, it's all my teachers.
Yeah.
Cause like I was a knucklehead. Yeah, I was a class clown. Like I would cuss out my teachers, all of that. So they're like, the way you're going, you're not gonna make it. You're gonna either be dead or in jail for life.
Yeah. But if you read this science book right here, you'll have an opportunity.
Man, that science book don't even matter.
Half
of the stuff in that, like,
everybody gotta stay in school, though.
True.
Everybody gotta stay in school, man. And you about to graduate too, right? In June from high school and shit.
Finally.
Yeah. And
I should have been graduated last year, but being stuck in the streets.
Yeah.
Being stupid.
So do you think that being in placement and all that has helped you at least to be able to get your high school diploma and stuff?
Definitely plays a big part.
Oh, that's dope. And you is that something that makes you feel good too, bro? Like
definitely feels like a big accomplishment.
That's what's up, man. That's good, dude. And that's just one of many, bro.
Yeah.
Because another one is you coming out on an album while you're in jail and shit, bro.
It felt good. I didn't really think it would go like it would be that like get that many views at least.
Yeah.
Like I thought it would probably been stuck in like the hundreds area, but like I think we got like 2,000.
Yeah,
maybe 3,000, I think.
Yeah. And on Dopey's channel, that shit'll get high, bro. That'd be like 20-30K down the road and shit.
Yeah,
man,
but like what he was telling me, like people like more visuals.
They do.
Yeah. Like they want to see the video and the music together.
Yeah. And I've seen people like right now like doing simple vids too, bro.
Yeah.
You get me? And still getting some good views, and it's just people, they want to. My personal opinion, they want to find some type of connection with the artist, and it's hard to do that when you just have the album cover, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like even putting pictures and the audio is gonna do some justice and shit, because people like to see some pictures or some motion, basically, right?
Yeah, but people mainly go for videos.
Yeah,
They like the music videos. They like how how the video looks with the music, right? They like the environment, how it's like shot, edited, and everything.
Yeah, definitely. Like me, I enjoy music videos, bro, that show new locations. You know, like as my personal thing. Like I'll look at a
Like
video.
go to like a view or something, or like like actually catch like the vibe of the music, like
There you go.
how it's gonna like play out.
Yeah, actually,
Like say like if you're gonna like be like it's like a deep like type of song, like it's gonna be just you by yourself basically. Like I could definitely like see it in a view too, like by like the Hollywood sign or something. Like,
yeah, definitely, right? Yeah, with some nice lighting and stuff. Like one of my favorite music videos right now is shot by Destructive Films, bro, from Oxnard. Is that Big E song? Man, I forget the name.
He's hard too. I fuck
Big
with
E,
his
right?
music.
Yeah. I forgot the name of the song. I think it's called Take Care. Have you heard it? And in the music video, he's in like a completely white room. It reminds me of the Matrix and shit. He's in a complete white room and shoot, and then like there's a shot like it shoots the room, and then it breaks like glass and shoot, and then it goes like the effects were pretty.
Yeah, I'm
dope,
already like imagining it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So I watched that over and over and shoot, and that's one of my favorite music videos out right now and shoot, dude. Which I think is pretty dope.
The music videos that I've been looking at, like Peso, right?
Yeah.
Like his music videos, they're like I low key fuck with them. I ain't gonna lie, they're hard.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen any of his music. The only song I heard of has been the one on the GNX album. Yeah, he went hard on it. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
He's also another rapper that flows like on different type of beats.
Oh,
too.
really?
Like you could see how he first started off to like how he is now.
Hey, and like, are you like you flow like you can what is that called, like battle rap, or like do you flow off the dome?
I don't know. I haven't really like tried it yet. I'm more of like a writing person.
You like a writing?
Like I've always had a good grade in English.
Oh, okay.
Writing, so
yeah. Do you like poetry and all that shit
definitely,
too?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
Like you know what a haiku is?
No. Oh yeah, like the Japanese ones, right? Where you write like 3 sentences or something like that. Yeah, I seen that. I only know about that because there was a competition we had to do at one of my jobs and shit, and that was one of them. It's like to write your own haiku and shit, but I'm not good at anything like that, dude. But not definitely. So all right, bro.
Yeah,
so
he gave a good recommendation. You need to do a jacking for beats, so rough, so tough, with all sides of your neighborhood, huge, UAV buck, etc. That would definitely be a banger.
Yeah, for sure, man.
That would be hard.
With G Baby too,
but like what? Don't like the homies already have like a remix, like a 18 with a bullet?
Damn, man, wait till you see what we doing with that, bro.
Ooh.
And you gonna hop on it too. But this one we trying to get. We're gonna probably launch like a basic one, with like Knockout, Gangsta Wish, and Dopey, right?
And then do like a part 2.
And then we're gonna do a remix where I'm getting already like
Mando or something,
like different artists from different states and everything from different cities. And shit.
Like I seen Trips 1800. Yeah, there's like a couple other ones.
Yeah, we're actually gonna make our way out there to Texas to visit them. We just came back from Utah and shoot, dude. We were out there. With
actually, I was actually when I was living in Texas, I was right by the hood over there too.
In El Paso and shit.
Yeah. I think they also have a click in Houston because I remember seeing like a big 18.
Oh shit. Mm-hmm.
But on my way back over here, when I just left, because I had like left that place and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go back to the hood.
Oh, all right.
But on my way to El Paso right there too, I seen the hood. I was like, damn, like the hood is really everywhere.
Yeah. So yeah, going back to you, bro, and your story and the music, right? So you go back to jail the second time. You're 16, right? You're back in Juvie and shit, basically, and shit. No. You start doing some music. You come out and you hit the studio with Dopey's where we left off, right?
Well, I didn't hit the studio exactly with Dopey first. After that, because before that, I was in Texas and then I came back, so I was on a run. I didn't go to court, check in or nothing. And after that, they were like, "Oh, you know what? We're gonna try it again. We're gonna send you to Texas," because I was living with my brother. So we tried that again, and then for like 2 months, I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this no more." But this time I told them, and then they sent me back. And then I stayed with my mom for a little bit, and then I just went back on the run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you like enjoy being on the run type stuff, or like is that
Definitely
something that just carelessly happened?
It doesn't carelessly happen. It's just like when it's in the moment, I don't care. And then when it's like when I realize it, it's already too late. So yeah, I just dug it out.
Yeah, and you're already like on the run, and so basically, and you just wait. Eventually, they'll catch up to you.
Eventually, they will. Yeah.
But until then, you're gonna have a blast and shit. Right?
Hell yeah. Me and Dopey would always go on like these little adventures.
Really?
Go on like 3-day benders. Wake up right there by LAX, looking at some planes and stuff.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Dopey knows what I'm talking about. He'll tell y'all.
For real, huh?
Yeah.
Nah. So then, all right, and then so like, where does that lead you to, bro? So you're back from Texas. You link up with Dopey and all that, and then he finds out you rap and shit, right?
We go to
And
the
it-
studio, and then that song he's gonna send you. That's the song we did.
That's the first one and shit ever.
That's the first one.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. And then
If I'm
after,
not, yeah, I think Bucks featured on it too.
all right.
Yeah.
And then after that one, you started working on the Internal Flame album with him and shit.
Yeah, like a couple weeks later.
Did you know it was gonna be an album, or were you just kind of going into the studio and
Yeah, I
like
kind of
hopping
figured
on
it was
verses
an
and shit?
album.
Yeah.
Cause like I mean, we're all like on the same track, so
Mhm.
you know, I was like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be on an album.
Yeah, yeah. And how did that feel, bro? So now you're like doing music with like, to me, one of the big artists in the game too and shit, bro.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely. It feels good. Like,
And
you
then
know, I
with-
learned a lot. I learned
and then
a
with
lot.
Knockout up and coming and shit,
Yeah,
right?
I learned a lot from Dopey and KO, cause KO has a nice ass flow too. I like
Mhm.
his flow.
All right. So then, that's dope. So you felt like, oh shit, this is like, I got an album in, like, boom, I got some couple songs in and shit.
Yeah.
Are
now
you-
it's, like, I don't know. Now it's just time for me to start like release a couple singles and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, to keep the momentum of
Yeah.
what you've been building right now, right? Like, it's like, I feel like you got a good opportunity, and now it's like, what you gonna do with it, right? Kind of like what's next and shit. So what is next for you now, bro? Obviously, right now, well, let's take that step back a little bit. So then you're doing the album and all that, and then you get locked up again and shit. I feel like I seen you in the news, but maybe it wasn't you and shit, bro. You know, I mean, there's a lot of people, Mexicans, that come out on the news and shit.
I don't know.
You
You know, I don't do stuff like that.
There you go,
I'm
man.
a good kid, man.
That's good. You gotta be some sort. You know, you gotta be street
even though
smart.
they'll try to pin it on me, you know, it wasn't me.
Yeah,
It
I
wasn't
feel
me.
you. But on that, no, you got locked up, right? You was on the run. You got locked up. At this point, you're 17 or 18 or.
Yeah, I was 17. I turned 18 in jail.
Oh, so then you go back to Juvie and shit.
Yeah.
And then how's that experience now? This is your third time back in Juvie, right?
Same as all of them.
Same as all of them. Never
Learning
changed.
phase,
Different
yeah.
faces and shit.
Yeah, just different faces.
Do you feel like?
But like we were all more mature, obviously, you know.
All right.
We weren't like so like stubborn and stuff.
Yeah. So like the first time you went there, you were 15. There was younger kids, your age, and older kids. I
No, it
assume.
was just my age or younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you've always been like the older person in there.
Nah.
No?
I wouldn't say. It's like in Central it was like more balanced. It was like you go to a unit who's like 14, 15.
So they
or
try and keep
15 or
everybody
16,
together
yeah.
that's the same age.
Yeah,
and
it
shit.
was just the second time that really like kind of fucked it up because I was 16 and then I was in a unit full of 18-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, you know, they're more bigger and stuff.
Yeah. So did you start working out type of shit or no?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah?
I was. And then, I mean, yeah, they were all stronger than me. I ain't gonna lie. But like, you know, I never got like knocked out or none of that. But, you know, they gave me good phase. I will give them that.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Makes you strong for sure, no?
Definitely.
Yeah. And then, so bam, now you're like, your third time, you turn 18 in jail. How's your birthday in jail, bro? At being a young kid and shit.
I didn't really care.
You don't care? You don't care about birthdays and shit?
It's
That's
just like a day to me.
That's
Like,
what's up.
obviously, when I was a kid, you know, like, I celebrated them more. But,
Yeah.
like, as I was, like, growing up, probably, like, when I was, like, 12 or 13, I didn't really care.
Yeah. Did your parents give you birthday cakes when you were a kid and all that? Buy you gifts?
They would, but I'd be like, I don't really want anything.
I've never had a birthday celebrated until I got married and shit. Growing up as a kid, we grew up super poor, so
Yeah.
I don't think none of our families ever got like a cake and shit or
I'll
you
probably
know?
say like that's the most.
Yeah.
Just the cake, you know, just my mom, my brothers,
Mhm.
sometimes my aunts, uncles,
Yeah,
but mainly it would
yeah.
just be my mom and my brothers
Oh yeah.
and my
So
grandma.
I always grew up not caring about birthdays and shit, so
Yeah.
they were never a big deal to me. You know,
Yeah.
to this day, bro. Like I still be like, oh, you know, like my girl loves birthdays, bro. You know, like it's the big deal for her and all that. And now that I had kids, I make sure they get a birthday cake for sure and a gift and shit, bro.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
and they love it and shit. But to me, it would just be like, you know, like it's just another day, bro. I'm getting old, you know.
Man, that's
Right?
how I look
Yeah,
at
I
it
wish
too.
I could push
I'm
it
like,
out more
man,
further
I wish
out
I
and
could be
shit.
like 13, 14 again. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And the older you get, the more you're gonna want to be 15, 16, you know? You know, one thing
Especially
that,
now 18, because, you know, no more going back to juvenile hall.
yeah, you with the big boys now and shit,
Yeah,
bro.
county
yeah?
jail.
Yeah. Nah, but one of the things for sure is that, how would I say, Damn, totally the thought slipped my mind because I started picturing you like, oh shit, with the county blues, but I don't want to jinx that and shit, bro.
Yeah.
But not so you back in the in you how would you say in juvie turning your birthday and then you hit 18. Like what happens to you when you're in juvie and you hit 18? Are you still considered a minor there, or
But yeah, you're in juvenile hall.
they just keep you separate with the 18-year-olds and stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
All right, man. And then so yeah,
But like when you're 18, like you start like they put you with the 18s and up now, like people who are like 21 and stuff, fighting their cases still when they were like in juvenile and stuff.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, so I was in there with some 20-year-olds, some 21-year-olds.
Yeah, that are gonna get out or either get transferred to like a
Yeah.
prison or
Yeah.
something, right? Yeah. And are those fools? They tend to be a little bit more careless about what they do, more
Nah,
violent or
'cause
anything like
obviously,
that, or
like well, basically, yeah, because they could get written up and stuff, and like it would affect them.
oh,
Because
right.
like we're still 18, so like they still
Like
see us
beating
as
up a
little
minor
kids.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?
they still see us as a little kid, and they're already in like their 20s, 21.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, they'll if we're gonna like catch a fade or something, then they'll do it on the low key, like in the bathroom, or they'll get like a door popped open and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. So then now like you turned 18 and all that, and you're basically getting released, right? You went into
Yeah.
a placement program. And for folks that don't know, what's a placement program, bro? Like what do you do?
It's kind of like a group home type thing.
So you go to court, and then they say, all right, you can leave, right? But we're gonna put you in this placement home. You don't have to be in juvie. Is it like being in juvie though, or
Nah.
no?
Go wear whatever you want. You could choose what you want to eat. You don't gotta like always like think about like what we're gonna have to eat, or you don't have to go to bed a certain time.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And then like so there's like the fridge is stocked up with different foods and shit,
Yeah. All
Yeah.
type of snacks.
all snacks too and all that and shit. And there's other kids your age and all that as well too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. And then like what do you have to do in placement then? Like why not just go home or something?
It's more like, or for like probation kids, it's like you basically like you do therapy with your like family and stuff, like your mom and dad. You try to like build a better connection so that way you could go back to them and stuff. It's kind of like a DCFS thing, like you get your kids taken away and then like you start doing like family therapy and stuff. To
So
get
it's
them
like
back.
acclimating you back into a family.
Yeah.
So not just
Getting you
pushing
ready-
you
yeah.
from out of jail to your family causing chaos
Yeah,
or whatever.
Basically,
It's
they
like
work on y'all's
slowly
relationship,
acclimating.
Yeah.
You. Oh, okay. So you see like a therapist, and you got to do certain activities and exercises and shit.
Yeah.
And
And,
then you
then over there, like you have chores and stuff. It's like you're basically like you're living with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Like you do your chores and stuff, go to school like that.
And the people are good, nice
yeah,
and shit, bro.
yeah, nice. Unless like you want to be a dickhead and like
They can be dicks too and
yeah,
shit. And,
definitely.
and they always have
'Cause I
the
done seen
power,
some
right? Like,
people-
hey,
yeah.
send them back and shit.
Yeah,
right?
and I've seen some people get kicked out already for like cussing at them, like spitting at them and stuff.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be spitting on people and shit, bro. No matter what they
Like
do.
personally, if
No,
like,
no
you
matter
know,
what they do.
if I was to like work in a place like that and I get spit on, like I'd get fired.
Yeah, you catch your
I'll start swinging.
elbow connect with an eyeball quick and shit.
Hell yeah, like shit.
And we're like,
Not gonna
wait till you go to sleep.
disrespect me like
Nah, that sounded fucking bad and shit, dude. Nah. So, damn, bro. So now you in school, right? You're doing your school thing. You're about to graduate in June. Once you graduate, that's it. You're a free man.
Yeah.
And you went in as a young man. Now you're coming in as a grown man and shit. Back into the
Exactly.
game with
Yeah.
bangers out, released, and everything, right?
Working, all that stuff.
You got a
just
job and
keeping
all
myself
that?
out of trouble.
What are you working right now? If you don't mind me asking.
Like right now, one of my classes in high school is welding. So like I'm
Oh,
practicing
dope.
to weld. So
Yeah,
after
yeah,
that, I'm gonna do this security job when I get out for a little bit. Meanwhile, I go to welding school.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's dope,
Yeah,
dope.
and get my
Welding,
certificate and
welders
stuff.
get paid good money, bro. You
yeah,
could
and
join
to
the
start
union.
off, the yearly salary can be 85,000 to like 90 something.
Yeah, for sure, bro. You'll be doing big things with that, for sure, man.
Yeah,
You'll be on a Cadillac with spinners in no time and shit, bro. Nah, people don't fuck with spinners no more, no?
I haven't really seen any spinners, but like over there, like everybody from LA moves out there because it's ghetto in LA.
Yeah.
So like
It's lower
every
cost
now and
rents
then,
and all that too, so-
like at least every day I see like a lowrider looking nice, old school cars,
Oh, yeah, like the Cutlass, the
Yeah.
Regals, and all that stuff,
all
right?
of that.
Oh, that's what's up, bro. That's like a kind of car you want or no?
I would definitely have one of those for
Yeah?
sure, but I wouldn't drive it every day. if I wanted a car, I would definitely get like a Benz.
Oh yeah,
my like everyday car, like a Benz or like a BMW.
that's how I used to think, dude. I used to be like, damn, those
But like,
BMWs, those
but really
Mercedes
thinking
Benz.
about it, like if it breaks down, you really gotta have the money to pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, when you have a new
Yeah.
car, you know, it doesn't break down, I guess, too. But,
If it does, it's gonna cost a lot.
yeah, if
So
I
there's
want
no point of like you getting a car with money you have and then you don't have money to repair it.
or maintain it, hell
Yeah.
yeah. The car I would like right now, dude, that I would drive as an everyday car, I would like a Monte Carlo Super Sport, bro.
Monte
Like,
Carlo, yeah,
like a
those are nice.
1983, 84, whatever and shit, you know?
Yeah, those are
Just because
nice.
I have a lot of good childhood memories with some of the boys in those type of cars, and you know, you know, it's a good time, bro. You know. Oh shit! Knockout in the house. What up?
He said Doty 106, the goon of all goons, honey packs and magnums.
Player, what's up, man? Thanks for
My boy
tapping
Fuck.
in and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Dopey put a comment right here too about activities, same clothes, no shower and shit. It was back here and shit, you know.
Hey,
You were
see,
like
look,
gone for 3 days
in
and
the
shit.
hood, 3 days, no sleep, same clothes, thugging it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. You know.
We'll be getting kicked out from my aunt's house to, you know, just
Yeah.
stranded, but we'll thug it out.
Yeah, producer, you didn't drop the phone number on there and shit.
I'll put it on the thing. I'll tag it or like pin it.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready now or what?
Yeah, we could drop it now if y'all want to call. Y'all don't have to call. Don't feel pressured and shit. You know, it might not even work to be honest and shit, but we're gonna test it out. But not so. All right, now you got music. You coming out. Like, what's next for you, bro? Once you hit the streets, you obviously you say you're gonna go to school for welding in your music career aspect of it, and that's good, bro. More power to you. I think getting a trade is always gonna keep you paid and money in your pocket. So definitely dope, and then definitely to have a plan where like I'm gonna get money now and be a security guard and get some money in my pocket now, bro. You know, while you focus on your music, right?
Yeah, definitely. The weekends are gonna be specifically for music.
That's what's
Like,
up, man. Yeah.
Every Saturday, Sunday, studio,
yeah.
getting in them hours. You know.
Yeah, and then I heard the craziest thing today. You know, I'll tell you something fun. Not funny, bro, but I get like I'm a talkative person. Obviously, you can see, right? But random people talk to me in the street, like, or like whatever. Like today, I went to my son's track meet, and the security guard, like, I had a little tea from Starbucks and a banana bread, and he goes like, "Oh
Fancy
man,
cut.
you got your cut, yeah, fancy cut, dude." You know, I like the medicine bomb because it has vitamin C, and I like drinking vitamin C and shit. Oh, it look like they fighting out there and shit. The girl with her boyfriend, I think she got kicked out on the car and shit. It looked like she got kicked out, and she's
Yeah,
like
she
saying
walking
bye later.
She's going to the bus stop right
Yeah,
now.
it's crazy. Now that so the guy starts talking to me, dude, and you know, sometimes I believe a lot in destiny, bro. I think you meet people
Definitely.
you're supposed to meet, and you just gotta learn to listen to your universe, God, whatnot, right, bro? You know, to or not go against the grain in a way, right? Because then always bad shit happens, right? But one of the things that this guy he goes, so I'm already thinking certain things, bro, right? Like right now, I'm trying to do certain moves, certain things, and all that. And sometimes I overthink stuff and all that, right? I'm getting too personal on the shit, but I'll wrap it up, like Chappelle, remember? But the dude, like, he starts conversating, you know, like, "Oh man, you got that breakfast? Oh man, what's up? Yeah, man, that's good. You got a good breakfast in you, whatever, and shit." And I was like, "Yeah, man, I don't want to be fainting in there and shit, bro, you know, because the track events are all day, bro. Like, I got there at 9. And I
Especially in
didn't
this
leave
hot
till
ass
3:30
weather right
and
now.
shit, bro. You know?
Definitely gotta have a big
Yeah,
bottle of water.
Yeah. If you think I'm fancy with the
Are you a matcha dude?
nah, well, if you think I'm fancy with the Starbucks tea, bro, I showed up with my little bench chair because it's relaxing. I got my umbrella so the sun don't hit me and shit, bro. You know, and I'm like super comfy and shit, bro. You know. I'm old, dude. You get me? Like, if I was 16,
You don't want to be
17,
like sitting on a hard ass bench and stuff.
Yeah.
You want to be comfortable.
My bad. It's because now I seen the man running. He got out the car and he's running towards the girl. I was gonna ask the producer if he could probably check and make sure she's not getting beat up, dude. You know?
Probably is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you want to check Carlos outside, bro.
Yeah, there's probably somebody the girls getting.
I think
beat
somebody's
up.
gonna pass on the camera right here. If not, you know. Cause it's a little quiet area around here, dude. So if somebody's in trouble, they won't be able to get help anytime soon and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And we care about the peoples, man, you know. But one of the things is, he goes, "Oh, nah, I don't accept that." Like when I told him, "Oh, I don't want to faint in there and shit," I was clowning and shit, you know. He goes, "Oh, I don't accept that, man. I don't accept like negativity like that, you know." And I was like, "Oh, that's what's up, bro." And then he goes, "Yeah, man. A man lives like a man thinks." And I was like, "Damn, bro. Like this fool's
for
true
sure.
and shit,
Yeah,
right?"
that
I
would've
I
hit
feel like I
hard.
fucks with that. You get
Yeah,
me?
definitely.
And now I'm starting to think like, damn. So I just got to change my way of thinking. Maybe that's what I needed to hear at that moment and shit,
Yeah.
bro. You get me? And some random parking attendant dude happened to say it, bro. You know, and sometimes you just listen to the universe like
yeah,
that.
be the people you least expect.
Yeah, I know it's a trip, right?
Yeah.
But like, maybe that's why we all met, bro. Right? Because you want to do music, we like music and all that, you know, and all that trippy shit. I guess it's nothing. But yeah. So then he said some of us girls fight. Yeah, it looked like she was fighting because
Definitely.
she was like, "Bye, bye," like
was
flicking
ready to
them off
slap
and
that
shit.
dude.
I can see the whole movement from right here. And
You know,
shit, you know.
if he would have got in her face, he would
Yeah,
have slapped
for-
her.
yeah, it sucks, you know. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, so then going into that, so you're gonna have money, you're gonna focus on music. Like, what's the next step for you in your music, bro? In your music career?
Just keep on dropping. You know, keep the momentum going.
So like
And
you're
then
trying
when
to
I
get in
do-
the studio as soon as possible, basically.
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Probably like first week I get out, definitely going to the studio because first I gotta get interviewed for that job, you know,
Mhm.
and stuff, and then I gotta wait for the semester to start for welding school in August. So yeah, basically it's gonna be like a little like 2 months that I'm gonna just be like working in studio.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
All right, yeah. And then you're part of the cipher competition.
Oh yeah,
You're about to win maybe $1,000, but I don't know. There's a couple players in there that's gonna give you a run for your money, bro, for sure.
Bring
sure.
it.
You know, so
You
I think
know?
it's gonna
I'm
be
not,
a dope
I'm
competition.
not gonna settle for less, man. I'm going hard.
Yeah, I think Little Seba got some bars right there, bro, that he prepared. Mike Easy got some bars. Little Tank, Blazing J, Baby Joint. Like you got a couple players in there bringing it, bro. You know that fool.
I've checked up all their stuff.
That
It's
cat
pretty
Willis,
cool.
he got that singing style and shit, man. So it's gonna be some dope shit. You know, we gonna let Dopey pick the winner too, bro. You know. Hopefully he's not a bias and shit. You know.
You know, if mine isn't good as theirs, pick them.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Now it's good to have that sportsmanship too. You know.
Yeah.
So. All right, so you're gonna get in the studio. Are you trying to work like on some singles? You say get some visuals out and all that too?
Definitely some stuff with KO, more stuff with Dopey, Buck, Player. Me and Mando are definitely gonna have a song. And there's some other homies that make music too, but they're not like releasing their stuff either. So like there's other homies too.
Yeah,
and, like,
yeah.
One of them's probably like G-Baby too.
Yeah,
I fuck
right.
with his music. His music's good.
Yeah, it's dope too. I've seen a lot of people that are making music and not putting it out, but they have it on their phone. Like they're like, oh, look at this track, but I guess they don't understand the business aspect of it, or they're just not confident enough to release it, bro. You know?
That's how I was at first. Like I
Mhm.
had like probably like 5 songs I did on my phone, and like everybody would tell me like, oh, they're pretty good. You should just like release them on like SoundCloud to start off or something.
Mhm.
But I was like, nah, I didn't really have faith in myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Until now it's
Yeah.
like you're on confidence status and
yeah,
shit.
definitely.
Oh, that's what's up, man. So like, what's going on? Like, where do you see yourself like in 5 years, bro? I mean, you're 18. You're gonna hit 19 soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years, bro? Like, what do you want to be doing in life in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'll definitely want to have a house by then for sure.
The
Because
house?
I'll have the money for it for sure already
Mhm.
with welding and stuff. Not
What-
like a super big house, but like like a good house, like
Mhm.
like a 3-4 bedroom house.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
And that's more
to start off.
That's more like the how do you say it? Like I'm more talking about like for yourself, bro. Like as a person, like are you trying to be? You want to be like a rap star, bro? Are you trying to be like a career person? Are you trying to be like a family man?
I want to do both.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I don't really want to have kids.
No.
Yeah.
I should have muted that because maybe your girlfriend's listening. She's like, "Oh, that's it."
Nah, she knows. But
All right.
I'm still thinking about it though. Like it's not a like for sure thing. But
Yeah, you're still young, bro, for sure. You know.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really want kids.
You know, when I was
Like,
young,
I really gave it a thought. Like it's not that like I can't take on the responsibility. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when you have kids, one of the things for sure, bro, is it takes up your free time.
Yeah, for sure.
So like, if
And
you're
like not to be like
yeah.
selfish or anything, because you know my mom, like you know she she put her freedom on the line, and but like I don't know, I just don't really want kids.
Yeah. I used to think like that too, and then when I had my kids, I was like, oh shit, we like you. I feel like, and I mean, I love my girl and my moms and my sisters and my my fams and shit, but
Yeah,
like when you see your kid, you start to understand what unconditional love really is, bro. I feel like, and maybe anybody in the chat that has kids can like relate to that, because no matter how fucked up your kids get or how retarded they may be and shit, bro, you get me? I'ma just say it, or like whatever the case, bro. Like you stick by them, bro, and you love them. Like it's just so unconditional. They make you the angriest, they make you the saddest, and they make you the happiest, bro.
definitely.
You get me? Like nobody has ever reached peak emotions like my kids have for me and shit, bro. You get me?
Yeah, but like I was thinking about it. Like if I do want a kid, I want a daughter.
Oh, okay.
I want a daughter more than anything.
Yeah. It's a different taste. You'll be what do they call them? I think they, my daughters hashtagged me what is it? Girl dad. I think they call her and shit. Yeah. Hashtag Peloton dad. Hashtag dad girl. Hashtag dog dad. And I mean I don't know, bro. You get me?
Yeah.
My daughters been making all that shit up, but again, you let them. And it's crazy to see a little person grow into a person. I bet your mom can see that as well too, and seeing a transition that you're taking from when you were young to your mentality right now, bro. It's really you're making. I'm sure you're making her proud now, bro.
Definitely.
You get me? And again, parents stick with you through thick and thin. Damn, I haven't that strong accent, but through the worst or the best, bro. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's see. We got a number one caller right here. Let's see. Hello. You're part 106.
What it do?
You're the 100 caller.
Oh, damn.
You just won the tickets to the Young Dopey show, dude. Oh, that's what we should have done. Oh, man, I fucked up, dude. Hey, hang up and call again, dude. Nah, bullshit. Nah, what's up?
Just a little
You can hear him, right?
Yeah, I can hear him. Yeah.
All right. It's working.
Little shout out to Doty.
Appreciate it.
Last time I seen him, I think he got some little ink on him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, you getting tatted and shit? Oh, man.
Yeah, a little something.
That's dope, dude,
A little something.
Nah, but I got a little question. But before I ask the question, little shout out, Smurf.
I was about to say, where's my shout out, bro? Nah, that's what's up, man.
The show.
That's what's up,
That's right. So
I do it for the children. I do it for the children.
All right, here goes the question.
All right,
what's
shoot.
up? You gonna do a music video or what?
Definitely.
So what song?
Uber Eats. That's gonna be the first one.
Oh man.
Uber Eats.
You're gonna have to get a delivery driver on that shit too, bro.
Hey. I got one request and that's it.
What's up?
Make sure he goes to Brawley Huts.
Oh, definitely.
Man,
Ooh, I love
Brawley Hut. Hey, is Brawley Hut on Uber Eats though?
I don't think so.
Nah?
I don't even think it's on like either of them.
Nowhere.
I know they're kind of old school, huh?
Yeah. Fire as fucking burger joint.
All right, man. I'm gonna let you guys do your thing, man. Good night, good evening.
All right, for sure, man. Thanks for tapping in, bro.
All right.
Later.
All right.
Hey, that worked out dope, dude. Hey, we can take calls now. You know what? We're going to give some free tickets away. We don't have them printed yet, but because a lot of people are hearing that late, we're going to give some free tickets away to the Oxnard show. We're going to give two, and it's going to be whoever's the 10th caller and shit, dude,
Yeah, so y'all better start calling.
Oh, yeah, whoever the 10th caller and shit, and you got to say something, too. So if y'all want some tickets to the Oxnard show, I think they're going to be printed by next week and shit, So I don't know if we should do it right now or not. But you know what? We'll do it right now. Whoever want to be a 10 caller, want to win 2 tickets to the Oxnard show and see Young Dopey, start calling in. You got to be obviously in LA to go to the show in Oxnard. Unless you're big baller and you can fly in and shit. Yeah. I ain't mad at that, Nah, so that's dope. Uber Eats, that's a dope song too, man, for sure. They got the
probably like my number one, in my opinion, in the album.
Yeah. All right, that's what's up.
But I see people like the one they did with King Lil G. That one was pretty hard too, though.
Yeah, it was, dude. Yeah. It's hard to pick a dope song because, like, I'm a fan of the music too. So, like, I enjoy each one. Like
I'm a fan of the whole album.
There you go, right? Yeah. Hey, but so the other thing right now that we're gonna do is we're gonna play that little song that Dopey sent.
All right, bet.
So who's ready for an exclusive right now? Young Dopey gonna. I don't know if he's still on the chat.
Hey, Doty.
Chrissy said, "Hey, we're here right now. I'm with her right now.
What's up?
Hey, Doty, I'm coming behind stage right now.
All right, bet.
Yeah. All right, let's bump this song. I'm gonna bump it on the speaker right here and shit. You know.
Yeah.
And then we'll close it off with some thoughts and shit, man. You know. Let me see what Dopey's saying right here. Hopefully he's still on the chat. I know y'all seen that flyer for that show, man, with Young Dopey and Yellow. It's gonna be off the chain. Got Knockout.
Yellow Hill got some good music too. I fuck with his music.
Yeah, he's dope too, right?
He's from where?
Big E's gonna be on there. Knockout. The homie Young Buddha 323. He got some music with Little G also coming out.
Dopey said play half the song.
All right, I was gonna play like the intro and shit, but let's play half the song. Let's see. All right, y'all ready? I'm gonna play it off the phone. Tick tock, tick tock. Ready?
Still right here. I'm scrolling up, catching fades.
I'm still right here. The streets ain't dead. I'm still right here. I'm squabbling up, catching
You haven't heard this one, huh?
I haven't.
I'm still right here. When I see me, they already know what time it is. I spin they block so many times. I got time.
That's you right there?
Posted on the block, touching on my Glock 40. Catch me in the set on 100.
Oh, that's it. I guess that's the sign from above, man. It got an end
That's
right
why y'all
there.
get, little
Yeah, but
teaser.
that shit sound hard though, man.
Little teaser.
Yeah. That shit sound hard as fuck. That's dope, dude. I'm telling you, you guys got bangers together, bro.
Hell
And
yeah,
I
we
can't
do.
wait to see what you did for the cipher. It's gonna be dope.
Man.
Oh, what you gonna do with that $1,000, bro? If you win it, you can
Flip
give
it.
it back to me. It's all good and shit, you know.
Maybe.
We get reinvested into the West Factory and shit, you know.
That's a thought.
Nah, bullshit. Nah, we're gonna be at Brawleyhood, and you gonna take the whole
We're gonna take the
whole
whole six.
fams and whole
Yeah,
six right
the
there,
whole
bro.
six. The
For
whole
chili
six gonna
cheese
be
fries.
eating some chili cheese
Yeah.
fries.
You know, when I was young, you know, I have been there since I was a kid and shit, bro. I used to get the chili cheese fries and a strawberry milkshake, bro, and that was like
I never
my
liked
favorite
strawberry
shit from there.
milkshakes. I never
That
liked
should
them.
be fire, bro.
It was always a vanilla one.
The vanilla? Oh
Yeah.
man. But nah, so that was my thing. What do you get from there, bro?
I get chili cheese fries with like bacon, bits of bacon on it. And then like to
Chili
drink
cheese fries
it-
with bacon? Oh, I've never had them like that, dude.
Yeah, and then it's either I get a vanilla milkshake or like a strawberry lemonade.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, man. So what you gonna do with the $1,000 though? You gotta say something. Shit.
I'll definitely flip it into 10,000.
Damn, that's the mentality you gotta be in, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that's the mentality you gotta be in. Cause you can do that. You know,
can.
it's easy. Like it's not easy. You gotta be on grind mode. But
Yeah, look, you see,
you
you're
know?
already saying replay that.
which who's saying it?
Noli, shout out Noli.
You know what? Let's play the little bit right there. Dopey say we can play half the song, so we
All right, we're gonna
we
give
can play
it
the
take
same
two,
part
take
twice
two,
and shit.
take two.
Let's see.
Doty merch.
Oh,
Shout
it's a
out
rare
Rare.
beat, huh?
Yeah.
That's what, you make some dope beats, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
The streets ain't dead. I'm still right here. I'm squabbling up,
Nah, Jim's is pretty fire too.
Yeah.
I'm still right here. The streets ain't dead. I'm still right here. I'm squabbling up, catching fades. I'm still right here. When I see me, they already know what time it is. I spin they block so many times. I got tired of it. I'm posted on the block, touching on my Glock 40. Catch me in the set on 100 fucking Doty. Man, the ops can't be compared to us. Every time I catch him lacking, I just let it bust. I'm just trying to fuck, little baby, ain't trying to cuff. Oh, you got a lick? Bet we gon' run it up. Shout out to the homies doing all they shits. All sides, all clicks. Yeah, we in this bitch. Shout out to the homies doing all
So he's probably home.
Yeah.
I'm with all the homies and we posted on the 6. Caught your homie slipping, so I had to call a blitz. If you ain't checked in the hood, then you know you got some phase. Homie, I'm posted in the turf, holding down the gang.
Drinking Henny for Doty.
The streets ain't dead. I'm still right here.
Damn. That's just dope right there, man. If y'all gonna want to hear Dopey's verse, you're gonna have to wait till it's released and shit. But that shit is a banger
and Bugs.
right there, bro.
Bugs went off too.
Oh, Bug went off too and
Bugs
shit?
went off.
Damn.
We could listen to the whole song later. But yeah, he went off.
He said, hook me up with one of those with the broken here outside fighting and shit. Oh yeah, I don't know where they went, dude. But
I don't know. I think they made up already.
it looked like
They're
he
probably
jumped out
fucking
his
in the
car
back
and he
car.
started chasing her because she was like, I'll roll out. You get me? Yeah.
They're probably,
She
making
a,
up.
She an independent woman and shit. You know.
They're probably having makeup sex right now.
Oh, there you go, man. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to say, bro? Like, and, like I think we're going
Man.
into an hour.
Just stay tuned for the music. Coming with straight bangers.
That's it, man. You know what? We gonna hop on the studio for it for sure. I mean, Dopey, I probably already got plans because he's been saying I can't wait till you get out, bro.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he probably
We got
already has
hella
some
plans.
plans and shit, But nah, you definitely gonna do some of that cypher shit. We got those beats that I sent you that we're gonna hop on and shit.
Yeah.
Get you some features and all that shit, bro, and make that shit pop, man. But yeah, definitely. I think that's it for today, man. On our website, we do got the 15% off. Make sure you hit the www.thewestfactoryshop.com. We got some new hats, Southsider, Northsider, Eastsider for everybody out there, Westsiders and shit,
Strictly West Side though.
Everybody likes their side, bro,
West Side's the best.
I mean, I'll only wear the Westsider one or the one with the West hands, but we gotta how do you say provide it for all sides, bro. You said it on your song and shit,
But still, the West Side remains the best side.
For sure. Yeah, we working on Doty's album ASAP, straight from Young
yeah.
Dopey. You seen that shit? That's what's up, man.
That's coming soon.
Yeah, we also
Dopey's gonna be on it. KO's gonna be on it. I'm gonna get Buck on it.
Yeah, you
YC.
gonna let me get on the intro at least and shit? Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, nah. I wouldn't even know what to say, bro.
Yeah, definitely try to get G Baby on it. YC, Mando, any
that's
other
what's
homies
up.
who want to collaborate.
That's what's up, man. You know what? And we're gonna have Yellow here on Friday here, bro. At the
for sure.
podcast. He's
Yeah.
gonna come and bless us with his presence as well too. Now that Dopey's feeling good, I hope we can get Dopey back on, man, so we could do a collab episode, talk about his new album and the new shows and all that good stuff he has coming out, man. That's gonna be dope. I'm putting him on blast because he's on the chat and shit, So
Yeah.
and definitely Knockout got a new album, PTSD, coming out on 4/18. There's Omerta with Young Dopey, Gangsta Wish coming out on 4/16 and shit. So y'all gonna be flooded with content right now.
Hella music.
Hella music, and then you gonna have Dopey's Doty's app shit coming out pretty soon too, man.
Singles coming soon.
But yeah, let's go through the chat a little bit right here. Leola Gomez, what's up, Dopey? It's your boy Cookie. Congrats on all your success for you, dog. YC go hard too. Yeah, YC been releasing some stuff too, man. Yeah, for sure, Dopey. Yeah, it's been a while, man. We gotta hop on the podcast and talk about updates. You got a lot of shit going on, man. So be dope to catch up, bro.
Yeah.
Alex Perez, this is my shit. That's thanks for tapping in, dope girl. Hey, make sure everybody that ain't been here before, make sure you go subscribe, drop a like, get the comments in, man. We going up, man. We trying to make this shit happen and shit. So we got YCZ also coming in on Saturday. We got Yellow here on Friday. We just locked in Destructive Films for Wednesday with Mind Off. So we getting this scheduled out, man. So it's gonna be dope. And DotyAvee, man, I appreciate you making time coming over here and blazes with your presence. Give us your story, bro. I like to see your mentality, how you're doing it right now, bro. Like from you can see the transition, like I said, from a young boy to a man, bro. A young man to a man, because you've been a young man for a minute and shit, bro.
Have to grow up quick.
But now, it's like that sometimes, and you look like you got a good head on your shoulder. You got talent, bro. Don't let it go to waste. Look at all the people that came and showed their support.
Yeah, I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate it.
It's only gonna get better and bigger, bro.
Yeah,
So,
make sure y'all follow the West Factory too.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that, man.
Go cop some merch. Show love.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got the 15% off and all that, man. So make sure you tap in. And again, man, thanks for everybody that showed up today and spent some time with us and shit. So, thanks again, man. Make sure you guys stay locked in with us. We got a lot of good shit coming.
Yeah.
And have
Hella
a good
music
night.
coming.
Have
Hella
a good
music.
night.